Are we live now? Yeah. Yes. Good evening, guys. Good evening. Good evening to the class. KR Vlogs. Yes. Good evening. I hope less number of students have joined the class. Yeah. Good evening, Lakshmi. Good afternoon. Good evening. Good evening, Bhavishya Sai. Yeah, we are in the transition time, right? From the afternoon to the evening. Yeah, anyway, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the class. I think it is the fourth class of atomic structure, right? So let others join. Till then, if you guys have any doubt, we can discuss them. Those who have joined, if you guys have any particular doubt, we can discuss them. Intervalu lera. Intervale unnaru. Okay. Only inter students are over there in the class. Tell slow. Okay, I'm okay. Okay, Akula. I will, sir. Okay, good evening. Namaste. Yeah, Manaswini, namaste. Rusil, sir, how amount of deflection depends on the magnitude of charge? So you see one thing, it is like if two charges are there, plus charge and minus charge, they have some force of attraction. If plus charge is there, minus and minus charge is there, then repulsion will be there. That means like charges will repel each other, unlike charges will attract each other. So if you talk about, we have some charge, okay, and electric field is there. So if the charge is negative charge and the electric field positive plate is there, they will have some attraction. Based on that attraction, the ray will get deflected, right? If more charge is there, then more attraction between the electric field terminal, that means the battery terminal, and the ray will happen. Based on that, the repulsion or attraction is going to be dependent on the charge magnitude. Yeah, namaskaram Gokul. Yes, thank you for the compliment. Good evening, Manendra. Good evening. Yeah, good evening, everyone. I hope most of the students have joined the class, so we can start the class. Okay, before starting the class, let me tell you something. Like for today, after the chemistry class, you will not be having physics and your geology class. Okay, your physics and the geology class will not be there for today, and tomorrow onwards the classes will be in the morning itself. Okay, timings and all will be intimated to you. You will be notified about that. What are the postulates of Dalton's atomic theory? Doubt. I did not discuss much about Dalton's atomic theory. Okay, so we will discuss about that in mole concept chapter, some basic concepts of chemistry. You do not have to worry about. I have discussed very few points on that. Like, atom is the smallest particle. Atom cannot be broken down. It is further indivisible, and that atom only gets rearranged in chemical reaction from the reactant side to product side. Okay, atoms rest much thing I did not discuss. Okay, several points are there which we will discuss in the mole concept chapter. Yes, when you join us, that time we will discuss. Okay, when you join the college, that time we will discuss about. In the offline class we will discuss them. Okay, yeah, in the offline class you will only come. Yes, I would be coming. Okay, are we following NCERT, sir? Yes, we are following NCERT. We are following NCERT strictly. Some points we are discussing in addition to NCERT, but NCERT, each and every point we are covering. Can you say that tomorrow morning timing, sir? It will be intimated to you. Okay, it will be intimated to you. Offline classes, mere chaptara, sir. Yes, so many faculties will be there. Okay, it will be decided, but mostly I would be taking. Okay, sir, in 11th class, there are IPE exams. Yes, you will be having exam, IPE exam. CBSE syllabus or state syllabus? Okay, good doubt. Most of the students getting enrolled in Sri Gosalites are from state board, IPE. Okay, and I'm not sure about the CBSE part. You can talk to the authority. Okay, you can talk to principal sir or the authority with whom you are connected with. We want you only, sir, in chemistry. Yeah, I would be mostly coming. Okay, carbon and compounds. We are not discussing that topic now. Sir, college is CBSE or state? You please talk to the authority for the same. Okay, but most of the students are from state board, that I know. Okay, importance of neutron in an atom. Yeah, importance of neutron in an atom you will be studying in nuclear physics. In class 12th nuclear physics you will be studying about that. But I can simply say, Sadhana, that if neutron is not there inside the atom, I mean inside the nucleus, only proton will be there. So proton repulsion will happen, right? So to give more stable arrangement, the neutron is present inside the nucleus. Inside the nucleus, neutron is present, so that the repulsion between proton and proton will not be there. It will be there, but still they will be held together with some binding energy. Okay, all those things we will discuss in class 12 physics. So NEET syllabus and intermediate are same. Some topics are there in intermediate which is not there as a part of NEET. Okay, but you do not have to think of intermediate. We will guide you how to study the intermediate part also. You do not have to worry about that. Okay, why do electron only have negative charge? You see, whatever is there, that only we are studying. We have not given electron the negative charge. Already some negative charged particle was there and we have given the name electron. Basically its name was given negatron initially. That negatron we have changed further to electron. Okay, Thomson is the scientist who has given the name electron. Okay, instead of negatron he told electron. Sir, when will be the exam? Yesterday we did not have any exam, so next week, next Sunday you are going to have the exam. Okay, yesterday's exam we did not conduct because much syllabus was not covered, and we don't want you guys to get worried about unnecessarily. Okay, so next week we will be having the exam. How electrons move in specific energy levels, that we will discuss after Bohr's atomic model. We will discuss, but not a part in this program. Okay, in the main track we will be discussing about that. Okay, biology and physics class today. Zoology and physics class will not be there today. I already intimated. Okay, at the end of the class once again I will repeat the same. So it will not be there for today. Tomorrow onwards the classes will be in the morning. Okay, chalo, let us start the class now anyway. So guys, in the last class what we have discussed, if you remember, is the discovery of neutron, right? So we have discussed about electron, proton and neutron, their discovery. So today the first 10 to 15 minutes let us talk about what we have discussed. Let us have some Q&A session for first few minutes, first couple of minutes. So let's have the question and answer session. The first question is, cathode ray contains dash. Cathode ray contains dash. It contains electrons or protons or neutrons or what particles? Yes, answer negative charge. Okay, I gave the option electron, proton, neutron or what? It contains electron. Very good guys. The answer to this question is electron. Chalo, electron. The next question is, anode ray contains dash. Anode ray contains dash. Those who are answering, please think once and then write the answer. Anode ray contains dash. Most of the people have answered protons, but verify your answer and let me know. Neha ji, very good. Neha ji, very good. It is positive charged particle. Yes, so many people have written proton. It is not proton. You cannot say it will be proton always, right? I told you in the class, if you remember, cathode ray always contains electrons, but anode ray does not contain proton all the time. It may be proton, but it may not be proton all the time. It is positive charged particle. Mastan, very good man, very good. It is positive charged particle. Anode ray contains positive charged particle, right? Third question is, anode ray contains proton if gas taken is dash. Which gas you have to take so that you will have proton in the anode ray experiment? Which gas you have to take so that you will get proton? Yes, yes, hydrogen. Very good, very good, very good. That means you guys are studying. Chalo badhiya. Hydrogen. It is hydrogen. Hydrogen if you take, then only it will give proton. Proton is nothing but of H plus ion itself, right? Okay, very good. Now the fourth question for you people is, dash ray experiment depends on gas taken in discharge tube. In the discharge tube, what gas you have taken, based on that the particle nature will change. In which experiment it depends? In which experiment? Anode ray experiment. Anode ray experiment. Very good. It is anode ray experiment. In anode ray experiment, it depends. Chalo, badhiya. The next question is, anode ray is also known as dash. Anode ray is also known as dash ray. Yes, canal ray. Canal ray. What is the smallest particle in the atom? Smallest particle in the atom means inside the atom we have discussed the subatomic particles, the electrons, the protons and neutrons. We are not into what is the size of electrons, protons and neutrons. They are simply subatomic particles inside the atom. We have so many subatomic particles. Okay, we have so many, we can't count now. I mean, I can't list them all of them. So many are there, but we are restricting ourselves to electrons, protons and neutrons for class 11th and 12th. When you go to higher studies, you will be learning about several other particles as well. Okay, but as of now, we will be studying about electrons, protons and neutrons. Sir, is chemistry and physics books are same for MPC and MPC and BPC? Yeah, it is same. Chemistry book is same for MPC and BPC if you talk about NCERT book. But if reference materials, if you are talking about, then it is different, definitely. Okay, for BPC students, somewhat easy level questions will be there, conceptual level questions will be there, whereas for MPC students, analytical and critical thinking questions will be there. Okay. Can you explain why low pressure is maintained? Very good question. I told you already, if you have very high pressure, suppose, means what? More amount of gas is there inside the discharge tube. If more gas is there, then what will happen is, like, when the charged particle is going through, it will have some resistance due to colliding with the gas molecule. So that we should not have more amount of gas inside. More amount of gas, more collision will happen. Yes, very good, Mastan. More collision will happen so that electron cannot move freely. It is like you are there in some jatara. Okay, you are there in a jatara. That means what? You cannot move that freely. So many people will be there, you cannot move. Are you getting my point? If the road is very much free, in the evening time you are walking somewhere, you can easily walk. But in the jatara, you cannot walk properly because so many people will be there. Similarly, so much of gas is there, the electron cannot move that freely. That's why to make the electron movement or the negative charge or positive charge or particle movement freely, the less amount of gas is taken, or almost vacuum is there, very less amount of gas will be there. Will the concept will be again explained in the class? Things will be again discussed, but why don't you learn itself now? If you learn now itself, it will be easy for you to handle everything in the class. Okay, no place for electron. Okay, sir. Okay. Chalo, now coming back to the class, anode ray is also known as canal ray. Chalo, it is canal ray. The next question for you is the sixth question. E by M ratio is maximum if dash gas is taken in anode ray experiment. In anode ray tube experiment. Okay, ARTE means anode ray tube experiment. Okay, now your options for this question is H2, Cl2, O2, N2, helium. Out of these options, okay, you have to tell where the E by M ratio is maximum. E by M ratio is maximum. In which case? H2, helium. Some people are saying helium, some people are saying H2. Mostly H2 is coming. So basically here, answer can be H2 as well as helium, but more appropriate answer is H2. Remember. Why it is so? You see here, very interesting question. So if you talk about this particular question, so I have E by M ratio maximum. It has to be maximum. So E by M maximum means E should be more, whereas M should be less. If M value less and E value more, then overall value will be greater value, higher value. So which gas has less mass out of all this? Which gas will give lower mass particle? Definitely hydrogen. That's why the answer should be hydrogen. But some people may say helium also. That is also okay. But more appropriate answer is H2. How it is, you see. So E by M value of hydrogen, if you talk about, hydrogen will give what? H plus. So H plus will come, the charge is +1 and mass of hydrogen, single atom is there, so it is 1. That means it is 1 by 1 only, right? Whereas, if you talk about E by M ratio of He plus 2, then how much it will come? It is charge on the particle is +2 divided by mass of helium is 4, which is half. So based on this, which one is the answer? Some people told H2. Okay. For H2, H plus is coming to 1 by 1 only, na? Now you tell me which one is minimum. I mean, which one is maximum? It is H plus this part only. But when you are going to get this, you will not get this, na? Can you say we will get this also? So you see, when it is possible, if H2 plus is coming, suppose H2 plus is coming, it will not come mostly, but if this ion is coming, then what will be the E by M value? Charge is 1 and mass is 2, which is half, here also half, here also half, then that will be possible. Okay, but answer will be always H2 because this particular ion will not come. But if they give some hypothetical condition, suppose they give hydrogen R2, mass of hydrogen is 2. You should not take mass of hydrogen 2, man. Hydrogen is not 2. Hydrogen molecular mass is 2. H2 molecular mass. We have taken H plus means single hydrogen atom is there. Single hydrogen atom mass is 1 only, right? Single hydrogen atom mass is 1, not 2. H2 molecule mass is 2. Single hydrogen atom is having +1 charge. That's why it is 1 only. Tarun, did you get this? Yeah, human, you can ask your question. If the ratio is minimum, that is different thing. Here maximum is asked. I'm talking about here maximum. If minimum, then Bharati, you only calculate and let me know where the mass is more. All will have almost +1 charge only. Right? Chalo Tarun, very good. Now you see, in this question, the answer is H2 only, not helium. Okay. If hypothetical condition is given like this, then only that is possible. It is hypothetical condition. Don't think of hypothetical now. So the answer will be simply hydrogen now. What is oxygen charge, sir? Oxygen will have +1. Mostly all the atom will get +1 charge only by removing just 1 electron. If no condition given, you have to consider +1 only. Okay. Chalo. If any doubt is there, you can ask. Chimtu, yeah, what is your doubt? Chimtu, you can ask your doubt. Don't spam, Chimtu, don't spam in the chat box. You just ask your doubt. You can ask your doubt, Chimtu. Yeah. Varsini. Okay. Neha ji, but oxygen atom gain 2 electrons for stability, sir. Neha ji, I understand your point. Very good doubt. 2 electrons it will gain. The similar way nitrogen also gains 3 electrons. You can say that. But my point is inside the tube, discharge tube, high voltage is there. So in that case, they will not lose, they will not gain the electron. They have to lose the electron. They are getting high voltage, means higher energy, you can say indirectly. So higher energy is there, means electron will be lost from the nucleus. Nucleus is there, atom in the outermost cell, some electrons are there, they will be lost so that they will gain plus charge, not the minus charge. Okay. That way, if you say chlorine also will gain 1 electron, nitrogen will gain 3 electron, oxygen will gain 2 electron, but that will not happen here because we are giving energy, so they have to lose the electron. They cannot gain here. Pranita, okay, so where is your doubt, you ask? How to find charge of an element? We are not into what is the charge and all. Okay, what I am saying is, if in the anode experiment charge on the particle is not given, you can consider the charge is +1. They will lose minimum 1 electron, so they will get +1 charge. For helium, I have taken +2 here because helium has only 2 electrons. It do not have more electrons. That's why it will have to lose 2 electrons. It may be only 1 electron. For helium, I have taken +2 because that helium +2 is alpha particle, if you remember. It can easily lose the 2 electrons. If not, you can take +1 also. In the question itself, it has to be given. If not given, for helium, you can take +2. All other, only +1 in the anode experiment. Please keep this in the mind. Max charges. You do not have to think, Avisa, what I told in anode experiment, if no charge is given, then they will have to gain plus charge. At least +1 charge should be there. So +1 you have to take. For which purpose alpha ray experiment is used? So Salar, very good question. In alpha ray experiment, what is there? The alpha particles have very high energy. That high energy source, okay, that high energy alpha particle will hit somewhere. Then that kinetic energy of that alpha particle may transfer so that some thing can happen. In gold foil experiment, we will discuss about that anyway. Now, yes, those who are having doubt, you don't message doubt in the chat box. You simply write your doubt, we can discuss. Okay. If there are 2 heliums, there will be so many helium atoms. Okay, we are not talking about only for 1 helium, it will give 1 helium ion. What is the charge and mass ratio? That only we are talking about. DV, what is spam? I will tell you once you come to the offline class. Man, DV, spam means don't disturb to others. That's what I wanted to say. Chalo, talking about the next question. 7th question. You need to write the discoverer's name. Okay, what are the discoverer's name? So electron was discovered by which scientist? Proton was discovered by which scientist? Neutron was discovered by which scientist? Okay, let us talk about all this. Okay, I hope you have studied about this earlier also. We have discussed cathode ray experiment, anode ray experiment and all. Okay, Pranay, can we take low pressure gas other than H2 in cathode ray experiment? Very good question, Pranay. That's what we have already discussed anyway. We can take H2 gas, helium gas, O2 gas, any gas. But if you take H2 gas, then only you will get H+. Okay, if O2 gas you will take, you may get O+. Okay, whatever the gas you want, you can take. But pressure has to be low. Now we will go to Thomson experiment after this. Okay. Discovery of neutron, we have taken paraffin wax because it has few hydrogen. What happens? It has more hydrogen. Paraffin wax is not having few hydrogen, it has more hydrogen basically. Why we have taken paraffin wax? If I talk about, In Chadwick's experiment, we have not discussed proton, we have discovered the neutron, but we wanted to know neutron has high energy or low energy. So for that purpose, the neutron particles are hitting the paraffin wax. From paraffin wax, the protons are coming out. Means why protons are coming out? Because the neutrons have high energy. If neutrons have less energy, then the proton will not come out from the paraffin wax. Are you getting my point? It is like you are sleeping in the bed in the morning time. If your mom is coming and telling you, you please wake up, then you will not wake up. If she is going to slap you, then only you will wake up. The same way, if neutron is having less energy, if it is hitting the paraffin wax, the proton will not come out. But what we have observed is proton is coming out. That means definitely the neutron is having very high energy. I hope you got the point. I hope you got the point. Srivastava, Rahul, yeah. Chalo. Thomson, Goldstein, Chadwick. Thomson, Goldstein, Chadwick. Very good answer. Electron was discovered by Thomson, J.J. Thomson. And proton was discovered by Goldstein, as you people are telling, correct. And neutron was discovered by James Chadwick. Very good. Next one is charge on electron. It is not discoverer, but who has calculated the charge on the electron? Anyone who has discovered, who has calculated the charge on single electron, which is 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulomb. Who has discovered the charge? Thomson. It is not Thomson. The person who has calculated charge on electron is Millikan. Millikan is the scientist who has calculated charge on electron, which is minus 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulomb. This value was calculated by this scientist Millikan. Okay. Okay. Human, you are saying scientist. Yes, scientist only has calculated. Yes, Robert A. Millikan. Correct. Correct answer. Robert A. Millikan. Chala, sir, what if the neutron have less energy and the proton if nucleus will get repelled? What will happen if the neutron have less energy and the proton in the nucleus will get repelled? Why the proton will get repelled by the neutron? Neutron is neutral particle. Why the proton will get repelled by that? Okay. Anyway, now you see coulomb. Why its unit is coulomb? Its unit is given coulomb. Why it is given coulomb? If you are asking, what I can say, you see here. Mostly based on scientist's name only we give the units. Okay, just like force unit is Newton based on the scientist's name. Anyway, now you see talking about E by M ratio on electron. Who has calculated E by M ratio on electron? E by M ratio on electron. Yes, quickly. E by M ratio on electron. J.J. Thomson, Padma, very good, very good. Thomson has given the E by M ratio. Chalo, we will be ending up the Q&A session now. Now we will go for the atomic models. Okay, let us talk about the atomic models now. Rutherford discovered proton by gold foil experiment, you said. I never said Rutherford discovered proton by gold foil experiment. Even I have not discussed about the gold foil experiment. Proton was not discovered. Rutherford has discovered the nucleus, not proton, neutron or electron. Nucleus he has discovered, okay, by gold foil experiment. Study tech, I did not discuss about that. Okay. Yeah. You please don't spam further. Now you see atomic models. The first model we are going to discuss is Thomson's model. So in Thomson's model of atom, what I can say, Thomson has told that atom is spherical in shape. Before this, no one has told anything about shape of the atom or anything like that. Atom is spherical in shape. He told this. The second point we can say, atom is a sphere. It is a sphere of positive charge. Throughout the atom, positive charge is there. Atom is a sphere of positive charge with negative charge embedded into it. To give electrical neutrality. Right? So what I am saying in these points, I can tell you, like, this is an atom. Okay, atom is spherical in shape. In this spherical shape of atom, what I can say, throughout the atom we have positive charge. Throughout the atom, positive charge is only there. But what? Here and there randomly we have the negative charge. This way the negative charge is also there, right? The atom is sphere of positive charge. The whole atom is sphere of positive charge with negative charge embedded. Embedded means fitted into it. Okay, with negative charge fitted into it. The negative charges are like this. So is it not looking like a watermelon? It is looking like a watermelon, right? So today's physics and geology class, no, it is not there. Okay. What is the difference between neutral atom and an ion? Neutral atom means number of protons and electrons will be same, but proton you cannot remove anyway. But if the electrons are lost, it will get a plus charge. If electrons are added, it will get a negative charge. Then it will become ion. What is the charge on nucleus? Charge on nucleus means nucleus contains proton and neutron. Neutron is not having any charge, but proton is having charge. So overall charge on the nucleus is positive. Yes, it is looking like watermelon structure. Very good. So that's why this model is called as watermelon model. That's why this model is called as watermelon model or plum pudding model or resin pudding model, whatever you can say. Right? Different names are there, varieties of names. You might have studied about this earlier as well. Now, what I can say in this, what is the advantage of this model? What is the plus point in this model? The advantage of this model is it explained electrical neutrality of the atom. He could explain the atom is electrically neutral. How he explained that atom is electrically neutral? He told that proton is also there, electron is also there. The positive charge is there, negative charge is there. The positive charge and negative charge, if equal amounts are there, overall atom will be neutral, right? Sir, in nucleus, neutron contain less energy or more energy? We will come to that topic. Okay, after the Rutherford's experiment, we will discuss about that. But electron don't move in due to it failed. So this is one of the advantage, right? That he told that atom is electrically neutral. But what are the demerits of this model? What are the disadvantages of this model? The first point of demerit I can say that electrons are static. Static means what? Are at rest. According to Thomson, electrons are not moving. Electrons are not moving. They are at a fixed place. Just like in a watermelon, the seeds are at fixed place. That's why the electrons are also at fixed place. But it is not true, right? It is not true. Electron will be moving. But he told electrons are static. The second disadvantage is he considered mass is uniform in an atom or uniformly spread. Okay, he considered that mass is uniformly spreaded in an atom. This is according to Thomson, right? Which is wrong. That is wrong. What is true? What is true is mass is present at center. This was told by Rutherford. In the further experiments, Rutherford told that, we will discuss about that. Okay, Rutherford told that the mass of the whole atom is in the center only, where the nucleus is present. Okay, why there is no geology class, I can't tell you that, but tomorrow onwards the class will be in the morning time. Okay, so I can say that here the mass is present at the center, which was told by Rutherford, but according to Thomson, the mass is also spreaded throughout the atom. That's why it could not explain positive charge within the atom, holds the electron, yes, all this. That's why we will now go for the next experiment. Several drawbacks are there, but now we will talk about Rutherford's experiment. Whatever the plus points are there in the upcoming experiments, they all are the drawback in the Thomson's model, you can say. Now we'll go for Rutherford's experiment. Whatever the things we have discussed, based on that you please ask your doubt. Okay, something which we have not discussed, please don't ask doubt on those topics, because 2 years of time you have to ask your doubt. So after studying all, you can ask your doubt. Okay, we are not into the nuclear physics class here. So if you ask what is happening inside the nucleus and all those things, we can discuss them in the nuclear physics class. Very small particle, that invisible, no sir, how did we say that kind of sphere, sir? Yes, there are studies for doing all this. Okay, we have studies for measuring all this. We will discuss about that. Now in today's class, I will tell you that if you compare the nucleus size and the atom size, they are far more different. Okay, like one nucleus is 10 to the power of 15 times smaller than the size of atom. We have studied that. How we have studied? Okay, how we have studied that you will understand in the further classes. Even not in 11th and 12th also you will not understand all those things. We will not discuss certain things right now. So we will not go beyond. Okay. So now we will go for Rutherford's experiment. You see here in Rutherford's experiment, what we have is, he has taken the similar kind of setup which we have discussed in the last class for the neutron discovery. He has taken some radioactive element here. Radioactive element he has taken, and from this radioactive element alpha particles are coming. Alpha particles are coming, alpha ray is coming, which is going and hitting to the alpha particles are going like this and hitting to a slit like this. Okay, here we have a slit. Through this slit only the alpha particle will pass. Like alpha particle from here is coming from the source, the alpha particles are going. Okay, so bunch of rays will go, but after passing through this slit, only through this slit only the alpha ray will go. These alpha rays are not passing through further. Only through this hole, through this slit, alpha ray is going and will hit to a gold foil here, right? To a gold foil, it will hit. You might have studied in class 9th also. As a repetition we are discussing here. Okay, after hitting to this gold foil, what will happen? What we have observed is, some of the ray, or you can say most of the ray, are going straight like this, right? And some of the ray are getting deflected. Some of the ray are getting bounced back, right now, after hitting to this gold foil. So from here what we can say further is, in this experiment what we have done, let me tell you the experiment once again. What we have done is, we have taken the radioactive element. Don't ask what is the radioactive element. We can take so many, polonium, radium, uranium, whatever the radioactive element we have taken, from which the alpha ray came out. Okay, why he used alpha rays only, sir? Why not gold foil, but why not silver foil or any other? So gold foil basically he has taken because gold is a metal whose malleability is more. Malleability means we can make very thin foil of gold. That is one of the reason. He could have taken silver foil, but he has taken gold foil. Okay, for his experiment he has taken gold foil. Please you look this gold foil, whose thickness of this gold foil, I can say thickness of this gold foil is 0.0001 centimeter. See the thickness of the gold foil, 0.00001 centimeter. Think of this now. Right now, very thin gold foil he has taken. Very thin gold foil. So that's why the atoms of the gold foil are interacting with this alpha ray, and accordingly the rays are getting deflected or something is happening. What is happening we will write now. So what is the observation and conclusion from here? If you talk about observation and conclusion, the first point is most of the alpha rays are passing through the gold foil, without any deflection. Means majority are going straight only. Right now, what is happening is like this. We have suppose this is what we have. Suppose this is what we have, the okay. See here, this is what our gold foil is. This is the gold foil. From here the alpha ray is coming. This is the gold foil, and these all spherical balls are the atoms. Okay, in this atom what is happening? Alpha ray is going like this. Most of the alpha rays are passing like this, straight only. Whereas those, you see all these lines are far away from the nucleus. From the center point they all are far away. From the nucleus, if they are far away, they will go straight. But some alpha rays will not go straight. Those which are coming close to the nucleus will not go straight like this. Rather, if they are coming close to the nucleus, you see here, close to the nucleus, then from here they will get deflected like this. If it is coming like this, close to the nucleus, it may get deflected like this. Right? This type of deflection will happen. If not, suppose the alpha ray is coming like this, exactly hitting to the nucleus, then what will happen? It will hit over here and it will bounce back. So why not copper? I told you that gold is an element. Gold can be made very thin metal plate. Okay, malleable, but it is not as malleable as gold. Yes, that is what Hatmika, very good answer. So gold is highly malleable, so he has taken gold for his experiment. Alpha particle present in most of the radioactive material are any other particle. Alpha, beta, gamma, so many particles are there. Okay, so we will discuss about which rays are going to come from which particular element in the nuclear physics chapter. It was there in chemistry, but now we don't have. Yes, 180 degree, 1 in 10,000, 1 in 1,000. No, not in 1 in 1,000. 1 in 20,000. Okay, so what are the things we have observed over here is most of the alpha particles, you can see these white lines, most of the alpha particles are passing through the gold foil without any deflection. What is the conclusion from this? We can say that most of the space in the atom, most of the space in an atom is empty. Most of the space in the atom is empty. Sir, which has more malleability, copper, gold, or which has more malleability, copper or gold, which has more malleability? DV, you are just spamming in the chat box. Please don't do this. Gold has more malleability, as well as some particular reason is there to take gold. Gold's atomic mass is also higher, right now. Yes, gold has higher atomic mass, so comparatively its size of the atom is also bigger, so it was easy for him to study. He might have taken some other also, but gold is several reasons are there. It is less reactive as well. Neha ji, very good answer, very good response. So we can say that gold is having higher malleability also. Its atomic mass is also very high, so that the atomic size may also be little larger, so that study may be easy. It is less reactive also, so that if you are making the experiment by taking gold, you will have all the gold atoms only. There might not be some impurity in the gold, right? If you take copper, copper might be having some impurity also, because copper might react with the atmospheric air. Silver, gold, I mean silver, copper, or any other metal if you take, that might have some impurity, but gold will not have impurity, because gold is highly non-reactive. It is pure element, right? Yes, molecular space is there. Okay, now you see, this is the first point, that maximum space. You can see the nucleus is very small, this dot is very small, the size of atom is very big. Just a representation purpose, it is not comparable size anyway. Okay, now the next point we can say what we have observed. The second point, some of the alpha particles or alpha rays got deflected at certain angle. At certain angle, you can see the blue color lines. At certain angles, some of the alpha particles got deflected. Why it is happening? Why some of the rays are getting deflected? Yes, we are not talking about ductility anyway, Datta Jayant. Ductility has nothing over here. Ductility means, can we make wire or not? Here we are not making wire, we have made a thin sheet. So malleability is high for gold, I already told that point. The nucleus, yes, because of nucleus, this is what happening. Some of the alpha rays got deflected at certain angles, and 1 out of 20,000, nearly 1 out of 20,000 alpha rays got bounced back. Bounced back means at 180-degree angle they returned. Okay, so from these 2 points, what I can say? From these 2 points, what I can say? What is the conclusion from this? The conclusion from these 2 points is, the center of atom contains heavy nucleus, which contains protons. Right now, so what will happen? The center of the atom, it is not like proton or positive charges throughout the atom. The center of the atom only contains the nucleus, and nucleus is heavy. That means the whole mass of the atom is also present in the center only. The mass is not here and there randomly present throughout the atom. The mass is only present in the center. The center contains whole mass and the whole positive charge. Positive charge is not spreaded, mass is also not spreaded. Okay, so he told that the center of atom contains heavy, it is not contains heavy, is heavy. Okay, is heavy nucleus which contains the protons. So that what is happening? Proton repels the alpha rays, and hence deflection. Why the deflection is happening, like at certain angle or at 180-degree angle? Why the deflection is happening? Because proton is repelling the alpha particle, because proton is having positive charge in the center, and alpha ray is also having 2+ charge. Alpha ray is He plus 2. So positive charge is alpha ray also, nucleus is also positive charge. So like charges will repel each other. Very good, Neha ji. So like charges will repel each other. Pawan Kalyan fan. Okay, why repel? You can see Nehaji's answer. Why it will repel? The thing is, positive charge is having, the proton is having positive charge and the alpha ray is also having the positive charge. Both positive and positive charge, when come closer, they will repel. If they come very close, more repulsion will happen. So it will bounce back. If they come little close, then just deflection will happen. Are you getting my point? It is like you are going in the road. Pawan Kalyan fan, you asked the question. Now you see what I'm saying. You are going in the road with a bike. You are going in the road with a bike and you are hitting to a car. If you are exactly hitting to a car or to a big truck, then you will bounce back. Your bike may go back. But if you are just hitting to the mirror of the car, you may not bounce back, but your bike will be going little sided. Your direction will be deflected. You will be deviated in your path. Means what? If just they will come little close to each other, they will repel each other. So that deflection will happen. If exactly hitting to each other, then bouncing back will happen. It has proton. How can we say that it has proton? Because repulsion is happening, definitely proton will be there. If proton is not there, repulsion will not happen. Same charges will repel. Right? Now you see, that is the second point. Now third point I can say, the mass of an atom lies in the nucleus. The mass of the atom lies in the nucleus. The nucleus contains the whole mass of the atom. Okay. And the fourth point is interesting. Like all these points you might have studied in your class 9th and 10th. But I can assure you that the fourth point which we are discussing you might not have studied. Okay. There are no class. Yes, geology class is there, but no class for live notice came. The class is in 30 minutes. Class is not there. Gokul, I already informed there are no class for physics and geology after this class. Tomorrow onwards, the class will be there in the morning time itself, and time will be notified to you. Mostly it will be in morning time, like 8 a.m. or something like that. Okay. Okay, we will end up the class now. The fourth point, let me tell you, the size of, or you can say the radius of, okay, the radius of atom and the radius of nucleus. If you compare, then what is the value? Radius of atom. Atom is bigger than nucleus. So atom is 10 to the power of minus 10 meter, whereas nucleus is 10 to the power of minus 15 meter. So can you tell me how many times, you please tell me how many times the atom is bigger than the nucleus? Nucleus is at the center, very small. The atom is outside. Atom is there, very big in size. Inside, very small nucleus is there. How many times the atom is larger than the nucleus? Nehaji, very good answer. Very good answer. Very good answer. Anyone else? How many times the atom is bigger than the nucleus? 10 power 5. 5 times. I expected this answer, which is wrong answer. I expected this answer, but it is wrong. It is not 5 times. It is 10 to the power of 5 times. And 10 to the power of 5, not 5, it is 10 to the power of 5. 10 to the power of 5 means 1 lakh. That means you imagine how small the nucleus is. Nucleus radius is 10 to the power of 5 times smaller than that of the atom. Are you getting my point? It is like, this is the atom, this is the nucleus radius is this, and the atom radius is this. The radius of this part, this is the radius of atom, and this particular thing is the radius of the nucleus. Okay, radius of atom is 10 to the power of minus 10 meter. This is 10 to the power of minus 15 meter. Now you imagine how many times larger? It is 10 to the power of 5 times larger. Remember, 10 to the power of minus 10 meter is called as 1 angstrom, whereas 10 to minus 15 meter is called as 1 Fermi. 1 Fermi or 1 femtometer. Right? It is like 1 meter 100 centimeter. 1 nanometer is 10 to the power of minus 9 meter. You might have studied that way. 10 to the power of minus 15 meter is called as 1 femtometer or 1 Fermi, whereas minus 10 meter is called 1 angstrom, right? Please remember these things. In the next class, we will discuss the drawbacks of this model and we will conclude the session. Okay. 10 power 15. No, size is 10 to the power of 15. Okay, size. I have compared the radius now. Okay. Chalo. Have a great time ahead, guys. I'm sharing the QR code for the class. And stay safe, stay hydrated. Summer season, sir, all classes are shifted to morning session. Yes, classes are shifted to morning session. Tomorrow onwards, you will be notified about the same. Okay, now on the geology and the physics class is not there. Okay. Thunder text. Yeah, I'm so patient to deal the doubts, even they are silly. Yes, it is, yet it is. Chalo, bye bye guys. We'll meet in the next class. Yes, you will, Vallava, you will be notified. You will be notified about this. Okay. Chalo. Take care guys. Bye bye.